Hey everybody out there in YouTube land. Want to show you what's going on with our first swarm that we caught this year. This is not the giant swarm we caught. This was a much smaller swarm. We moved it to this 8-frame box and then we put it in my friend Les's garden. And I'm going to break in there for the first time in 2 weeks and see how they're doing today to see if I need to add another hive body with 8 more frames on so they can move up. I'm sure there's a lot more bees in there. I can just tell from the entrance that there's been a lot more activity in and out while I'm sitting here. I'm probably going to take the reducer there away. They're really busy. They're getting at it this morning. I'm also going to set the camera down right there on the entrance so you can see the different color pollen that they're bringing in. They're bringing in some really orange pollen. That's from the tulip poplar. They're also bringing in some cream, really light pollen. I'm not sure where that's from, but let's just break in there and see how much they've grown. First thing we're going to do, take the brick off, remove the top, give them a few little puffs in there. Want to gently remove the top, the hive cover, inner hive cover. Oh wow, they've really built up a lot. This is good. All right, they've now pulled out all 8 frames. So they've got 8 full frames pulled. Let's see how the brood chamber's going. Wow. All right, I hope the camera will catch this. All that's capped brood, that's capped baby bees in there. Over here on the corner, that bright orange, that's pollen right here. And then there's a little honey on the outside. They put the baby bees in the middle and a little food supplies. They call it bee bread on the outside. Pretty cool. And you can see now we have a full working hive. So we know we've got a very strong laying queen. They're doing a great job, and this hive is about ready to explode again. So I definitely need to go ahead and put another box on the top, which I will do this week. So there you go. That's all you do. You just do a quick check. Put your cover back on. And what I do with my brick, now that I know I have a strong queen laying in there, I put the brick facing forward. That means everything's good to go. So all I got to do is come back and put the other 8 frames on top. All right, everybody. This is where we caught that large, well, actually it's where we caught both of the swarms. However, this last swarm from the last video was really large. So large, in fact, that I went ahead and just changed over from a 5-frame hive, and I made an 8-frame hive and put them in there quickly the second day they moved in so they wouldn't fill it up so fast and move out. You can see them in there. It's early. They're just getting started this morning. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take them down and just check and see how much they've filled up, pulling the comb out, and if she started laying baby bees. That's the key. I want to make sure I have a laying queen in there. So stay tuned. All right, I can tell just from taking it off the tree, it's a little bit heavier than when I put it up there. So they've probably been at work putting a lot of wax, pulling a lot of comb. Let's just see when we open it up. All right, it looks pretty good in there. All right, we've taken the cover off, the inner cover off. They haven't pulled out the side frames yet, which is great. I'm just gonna gently check this inner center one, which is normally where they start laying, she'll start laying first. Just take a look and see what we've got in there. All right, I see some larvae. Hopefully the camera can pick this up. I don't know what you can see again, but it's not capped. But if you look inside there and you can see in there, you see the little baby bees laying sideways. So I know I have a laying queen in there, which is really what I was hoping for and assumed. Again, they haven't capped them yet, which is okay, because I know at least I have a laying queen in there. That's all I want to do is just do a quick check. See that she's in there working hard, and she is. So I'm going to put this back in there. Put it back in the way I took it out. All right, they're good in here probably for another 2 or 3 weeks, which is great because I love having them in the backyard. They've been very docile so far. A lot of people ask, you know, I see some people wearing bee suits, some people not wearing bee suits. Here's my theory on that. Number one, since these are swarms, I don't really know the temperament of the bees. I don't know if they're feral bees. I don't know anything about the bees. So before I open them up and get stung in the face, I'm going to make sure I at least wear a veil. And again, since I don't know, why not be protected? That's my thought on that. Now that I know what I'm working with, I think I can lighten up the garb a little bit. But it's important to stay safe. You as a beekeeper, whatever you feel comfortable with is what you ought to do. And I love having them in the backyard. So I'm going to just put them right back up there. I don't need to check on them for, I would say, like I say, another 2 or 3 weeks. So just puff them a little to calm them down before I pick them up again. Put them back up there. Again, this is a pretty good swarm, so we got a lot of active bees waiting on their hive back. So let's put them back up. I always like how quickly they get back in there. Check this out. By the time I put the mic and the camera back up, they're all back in. Very cool. All right, thanks for watching.